Coming up on OU Nightly, we do have a severe weather risk tonight. I will be tracking all of that for all the details and more.
It's day 45 of the war in Iran, and the cost of gas is climbing. We spoke to drivers who are paying the price. Plus, tensions between the president and the Pope. This is OU Nightly.
The sun is out, the skies are blue, and the temperatures are warm, but as you can see, some of that cloud cover may start to roll in. It's now 4:30. Thanks for joining us tonight on OU Nightly. I'm Kevin Daniel.
And I'm Lyndon Potter. You can see the sun was shining there, but we do have a chance for severe weather later today.
OU Nightly meteorologist Dylan Strelko is in the studio with us. Dylan, what can you tell us about tonight's risk?
Yeah, Kevin, we are tracking a conditional risk for severe weather this evening. Conditional meaning we could see storms or we could not see storms, but we do know that the atmosphere is primed for severe weather if we do have a storm develop in this atmosphere today. So we will be watching that for you. Now, tracking the south, if we do see a storm develop here in central and southwestern Oklahoma, that would be about 5 to 9 p.m. is what we're watching for storm development here to move into the Oklahoma City metro around the I-35 corridor and then push east off to the eastern Oklahoma by 8 to 11 p.m. this evening. So we'll be watching all of that for you. I'll have all the details and more on that conditional severe weather threat, about all those severe weather hazards that we could be seeing. And we were talking about that active weather pattern up ahead.
Thanks, Dylan. Moving to the latest update in the Arena TIF debate. Today, the County Arena Trust met to issue bonds for the Rock Creek Entertainment District. Tomorrow, Norman City Council will vote on a resolution that would ask a city attorney to get a declaratory judgment. This means, if approved, the city will ask a judge if they have the legal grounds to repeal the ordinance creating the entertainment district and turn it into a public vote. It is unclear how a judge would rule on this case. Mayor Stephen Tyler Holman says this could be the city's last attempt to turn the arena to a public vote. OU Nightly will be at Tuesday's meeting and bring you more details as they develop.
Gas prices in Oklahoma have risen 20 cents since last week. OU Nightly reporter Leah Smith spoke to drivers who are being impacted. Leah, what can you tell us?
Lyndon, Kevin, gas prices are continuing to rise as the war in Iran continues to drag on. Now, according to AAA, gas prices are up nearly $1 than they were this time last year, and many drivers cannot afford these prices. I've spoken to a few who tell me that they've seen their average tank prices rise about $20 to $30 in the past couple of months.
They're pretty high. I mean, they just generally, it kind of sucks coming to get gas. Like, I come and I'm expecting to pay $50 or more. Essentially, even though I have a car with good gas mileage, I'm paying a lot more than I used to.
Going to doctor's appointments, I really don't have the gas to be going because of gas prices, and they're so far away. Like, I live in Seminole, Oklahoma, so I travel to the city on a weekly basis. And right now, I just put my last $3.55 in gas to make it home.
In Oklahoma, the current average gas price is at $3.44, but you can use apps like Gas Buddy or Gas Guru to find the cheapest gas stations near you. But for now, reporting from Norman, Leah Smith, OU Nightly.
Thanks, Leah. Now, two of the world's biggest leaders are in a heated disagreement. Sutton Parker has what they're saying in the rest of today's national and international headlines from the News Center.
President versus the Pope. That's where we begin tonight, as President Donald Trump is now under scrutiny over his comments and social media posts directed towards the leader of the Catholic Church. The whole battle started when Pope Leo last week criticized President Trump's threats to, quote, wipe out the Iranian civilization, while urging people to contact their leaders and members of Congress to call for peace. Sunday night, President Trump then pushed back, blasting the first American-born pope over his comments on the ongoing war.
I don't think he's doing a very good job. A pope that says crime is okay in our cities, I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of Pope Leo.
In response to the criticism, Pope Leo says he is standing by the Bible's message of peace. The Pope boarded a plane today for a trip to Africa and took the chance to respond to the president's claims.
I have no fear of neither the Trump administration nor speaking out loudly about the message of the gospel. And that's what I believe.
Additionally, the president is now defending himself as he continues to be widely criticized after posting an AI image of what many people believe depicts him as Jesus. But he says that's not the case.
I did post it, and I thought it was me as a doctor and had to do with Red Cross as a Red Cross worker there, which we support. And only the fake news could come up with that one.
And that image was posted shortly after he criticized Pope Leo, and it was removed the same day it was posted without an explanation. And continuing in the Middle East, after peace talks failed in Pakistan, the United States is enforcing a blockade of all Iranian traffic entering and leaving the Strait of Hormuz. President Trump is now threatening ships, warning that if they come close to the blockade, they'll be, quote, eliminated. As of today, data shows at least one oil tanker passed through the strait, defying the president's orders. And Barron Trump is preparing to launch a new beverage. Solos Yerba Mate is set to launch next month with the president's youngest son listed as the company's director. Yerba is a South American tea that has become a popular alternative to coffee. Lyndon, Kevin.
Thanks, Sutton. More police released footage of a dramatic high-speed chase.
We'll show you how it ended after the break.
And the deadline to file a tax return is approaching.
We'll have all you need to know for the deadline coming up.
Welcome back. More police released footage from a pursuit that ended with a pit maneuver. Take a look at this footage obtained by OU Nightly. More police say that officers located a stolen vehicle on April 3rd near Northeast 27th and Eastern Avenue and attempted to make a stop. Instead, the driver took off, beginning a chase. They say the stolen vehicle reached speeds around 100 miles per hour before an officer performed a pit maneuver along I-240 Service Road. He then chases down the suspect and arrests him. More police say 3 suspects fled and 1 suspect, a teen, was taken into custody. The charges the teen currently faces are unauthorized use of a vehicle and obstruction.
Have you filed your taxes for the season? The 2025 tax deadline is sneaking up. Sky Clausen has that and more in today's Money Matters.
The tax deadline is less than 3 days away. You have until this Wednesday, April 15th at midnight to file your tax return for the 2025 season. Experts recommend filing as soon as possible because this task could take hours or even longer if filing without professional help. If you are waiting till the last minute, well, just know you are not the only one. The IRS says 20 to 25% of Americans wait till the final weeks to prepare their returns. As this deadline approaches, you might be running out of time. If you need more time, you are able to file for a 6-month extension. However, you must do so before the 15th. You must also pay any money you owe to the IRS by April 15th. If you fail to pay the IRS on time, you may be charged a penalty of 7% on the money you owe. Jet fuel prices are soaring as oil rockets above $100 a barrel. Jet fuel, which accounts for 25% of airlines' total cost, has doubled since the start of the Middle East conflict. Previously, 1 ton of jet fuel was $800, and now 1 ton is up to $2,000. Some airlines have cut back on flights to reduce expenses. And the U.S. Postal Service wants to raise stamp prices as the agency deals with a financial crisis due to not enough mail. Kevin, Lyndon.
Thanks, Sky. It's allergy season in Oklahoma, and the Sooner State is getting hit especially hard.
We'll tell you why, as well as how to prevent this season's allergies, up next.
And stick around, we do have that severe weather risk this evening. I'm tracking all of that and more. Welcome back to OU Nightly. It is a hot one out there for your Monday afternoon. You can see temperatures across the metro in the mid to upper 80s, even reaching 90 for some of us out there in Northwestern, the Northwestern metro, Kingfisher at 90 over there in Watonga, and even Western Oklahoma as well. We're getting into the lower 90s, 91 over there in Elk City. Now, not only is it hot, but it is also humid and muggy. I mean, you're going to see these dew points, 66 here in Norman, 70 down there in Ardmore, 66 up there in Enid. But one thing you may notice is this dry line. Winds behind that and the moisture behind that is much less. But ahead of this, you're going to see a lot more moisture, and this is really that focal point that we're going to be watching for some severe weather this afternoon. Now, here's your severe weather risk. You're going to see a level 2 slight risk here for central Oklahoma, and we're really watching for all modes of severe weather this evening. We do have a low tornado risk, but the main risk that we're going to be watching for is some big hail and some damaging winds as well. We do also have that low flooding risk as well associated with that. But one thing to note is this is a conditional risk. If we do have storms develop, this is the timing that we are looking for, 5 to 9 p.m. for here in central Oklahoma, including the Oklahoma City metro, and points east, you're looking at about 8 to 11 p.m. for that timing if we do see some storms develop tonight. But not only tonight, we do have a severe weather risk for tomorrow. That is a level 2 out of 5 tomorrow. Much more widespread risk as we go tomorrow and even into Wednesday as well. The severe weather risk is going to continue throughout this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You're going to notice we do have a little bit of a break on Thursday, but again, the severe weather risk is going to return by Friday this weekend. So 3 to 4 days of severe weather is in store for us here in central Oklahoma. Now, we're going to see lots of rain, 50 to 70% chance for rain. Widespread rain is possible on Wednesday. Lower chances on Thursday. You're going to see that 20% mainly for some morning rain. Overall, lots of sunshine expected for Thursday, but then Friday you're going to see those rain chances start to pick right back up. Now tonight you're going to see that temperature cooling down into the mid to upper 60s, again at a low of 68 with that afternoon to evening severe weather risk. Again, it's very conditional. We will be watching all of that for you. Tomorrow we're going to be slightly cooler, getting only up to 82 here in Norman, 84 down there in Lawton, 87 over there in Elk City, but again, we are watching for the chance for some severe weather tomorrow as well. Now here's your 7-day forecast. You're seeing lots of precip on there for the next couple of days. Lots of chances of rain. It's going to help bring the drought down here in central Oklahoma, and you're also going to notice those temperatures are cooling down as well as we go throughout the week. 79 by Wednesday, 81 Thursday, 76 Friday, but then you're getting to the 60s by this weekend, 62 on Saturday, 65 on Sunday. Overall, this weekend is looking a lot better than this.
Well, thanks, Dylan. Definitely springtime in Oklahoma. Got to have that action plan ready. What should people be looking at? Going into these whatever storms maybe tonight and throughout the rest of the week?
Well, you definitely want to know where your safe place is tonight. We do have that low risk for tornadoes, so we also want to make sure that your car is protected, maybe parked under a garage of some sort, because we do have that hail risk as well.
Awesome.
So we also know that allergies and weather happen to play a big role together. OU Nightly's Carly Beach has the cause behind this and how to manage the symptoms. Carly?
Yes, Dylan. This past winter was one of the shortest winters with record high temperatures and dry conditions. Because of this, trees started pollinating much earlier and faster. This, combined with the winds, are causing Oklahoma to have the highest allergies in the nation. I spoke with Dr. Ramsey at OU Children's Health on how this is impacting others. It's the season where the Oklahoma wind carries more than just a breeze. It's carrying a record-breaking amount of pollen. Without a hard frost to reset the environment, fall allergens never fully cleared out before the spring bloom.
A lot of talks on allergy, and it's been probably the worst year we've had in a while, and it's because of the lack of a good winter to break between allergy seasons.
According to a recent survey by House Fresh, Oklahoma allergies are the highest in the nation, and students on campus are feeling those effects.
Oh yeah, I would say it was a week right after spring break where I had a little bit of a sickness, but now it's just a cough and a runny nose right now, so still kind of recovering from it.
If you're congested, if you're feeling miserable, sinus pressure, headaches, all that stuff, just from not treating an allergy, it's probably something that can make your life pretty miserable.
To stop the misery, Dr. Ramsey says the biggest mistake is treating symptoms intermittently. Consistency is the only way to stay ahead of the flare-ups.
Use your sprays, rinse your nose, take your allergy medications. It's better to take it when you're not having symptoms than to start having issues and need to use it for a breakthrough.
To avoid allergy flare-ups, start your medication routine now and keep your windows closed. For more information on allergy severity, you can go to oklahomaallergy.com.
Thank you, Carly. A Norman native is taking her talents back home. Find out what other athletes are coming and leaving the Sooner State.
And OU baseball had a crucial regular season series against Vanderbilt that came down to the very last game.
And OU softball had their Red River Showdown versus Texas. Find out who took the series and what records were broken. All this and more next in sports. Hi, I'm Jamin Dawson, and it's time for sports. Oklahoma softball opened their Red River Series against Texas with a 3-0 win Friday, making them the first team to shut out the Longhorns in over 2 years, setting the table for an action-packed weekend. The Sooners continued to rally in the second game Saturday, and leading the way was Kendall Wells with a 3-run homer in the 5th inning, breaking the NCAA freshman home run record with their 31st of the season, and helping OU go up 2-0 on the series.
Obviously a new pitcher, so I was able to go over with Coach JT some, what we're going to see. But my first pitch I think I took, and then my second strike was a big swing. So that was I kind of got that out of the way, and then I was, kind of locked in, took a deep breath, focus, and I was definitely seeing pitches better throughout that at bat. So I think that helped me a lot.
The Longhorns took the largest lead of the series, going up 3-0 heading into the 3rd inning Sunday. Abby Dayton led the turnaround for OU with her 6th homer of the season, and Gabby Garcia's 2-run homer helped the Sooners tie it up and force extra innings. Katie Stewart was the hero for Texas, hitting a walk-off 2-run homer to win the finale 8-6. Oklahoma baseball faced Vanderbilt in a rubber match Saturday after losing Thursday and winning Friday night in Nashville. Jason Walk opened it up for OU with his first home run of the season, putting OU up 3-0. Vandy's Brody Johnston responded with a 3-run homer of his own, tying the game at 5 in the 5th inning, until Kyle Branch's RBI in the 8th secured the series. OU wins 6-5. Skip Johnson's team is back on the diamond tomorrow, playing Oklahoma State in a 1-game matchup for Bedlam bragging rights. Norman native Keely Parks announced this morning she's making her return to Norman, officially signing as a Sooner, transferring from Kansas to OU. The former 5-star graduated from Norman High, where she won Gatorade Player of the Year twice and averaged 5 points and 1 assist during her freshman year with the Jayhawks. Oklahoma men's basketball has retention and addition, with last season's 2nd leading scorer, Xavier Brown, returning to OU for his senior season, and Louisville transfer Kenai Ruths committing to the Sooners today. Ruths is a former top 35 recruit of the high school and spent 2 seasons with the Cardinals, averaging over 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist last season. The Oklahoma City Thunder are off until Sunday afternoon as they watch and wait for their opponent to survive the play-in tournament. Starting tomorrow night, the 4 teams fighting for the last playoff spots are the Phoenix Suns, Portland Trail Blazers, Golden State Warriors, and the LA Clippers. Both OU tennis teams are thriving as the 7th-ranked women's team clinched a share of the conference title for the first time in the SEC after taking down number 6 Texas Saturday. And the 9th-ranked men's team defeated number 8 Texas A&M Sunday to secure the 4th seed in the upcoming SEC championship starting Friday. Kevin, Lyndon?
Thanks, Jamin. Active duty military members are giving back in a very special way.
Find out how they are helping one disabled veteran up next.
I'm Alyssa Campbell at the OU Nightly Update Desk. A public viewing is being held today to honor the loss of an Oklahoma State trooper. Vernon Brate was one of the 3 who were killed last Wednesday in a multi-vehicle crash on I-35. To honor Brate, Governor Kevin Stitt ordered the American Oklahoma flags to be flown at half-staff until 5 p.m. tomorrow. Brate's funeral is scheduled for tomorrow at 11 a.m. at the Crossings Community Church in Oklahoma City. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Alyssa. Dylan, it's a long week ahead of us with severe weather in the forecast. Can we get another look at that 7-day forecast?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, severe weather is definitely in our forecast. We are watching that severe weather risk for tonight. You're going to see that 50 to 60% chance for rain here for Tuesday night. And then you're going to see multiple chances for rain really Tuesday, Wednesday, low chance for Thursday morning, but then another chance for rain on Friday. Overall, this weekend looks very dry. Temperatures are much cooler in the 60s. A lot better of a weekend plan for us. But again, with that risk for severe weather here, we want to make sure that everybody is up to date. This is our QR code that you can scan. This is from the Next Gen Weather Authority. This is from the Campus Weather Authority. So you will get a call from us to warn you of any severe weather in your area. And it is only $12 per year.
Thanks, Dylan. Now, despite being an active duty military member, this Virginia native has not stopped giving back.
Devlin Calley, stationed at Fort Lee, partnered with Habitat for Humanity to renovate this home for a 100% disabled veteran.
The home will be finished over the summer, and even though Callie won't be there to see it finished, he said he's sure the veteran will appreciate every bit of work that's been put into it.
I think it's really awesome not only to see an active duty member giving back, but to do it for a 100% disabled veteran and to do it while wearing the crimson and cream. It's pretty cool.
Love seeing Sooners out serving the community. I mean, that was this weekend, big event and everything. Put students all over the metro, all the way up into OKC.
That is right, and there's no time to stop soon.
Awesome.
Thank you for watching OU Nightly. I'm Lyndon Potter.
And I'm Kevin Daniel. Be sure to watch OU Nightly weekdays live at 4:30. Good night.